Namaste, everyone. Welcome to the Mokshadhama yoga classes. My name is Anita Kulkarni, and today we're going to do a 2023 with a twist. So this 2 weeks we have decided to work on our spine. Spine, like as you have been hearing probably from all the other instructors, it's a very, very important organ in our body. Okay, so it's like the backbone. Like many things are associated with the spine, and it's very important to have your spine strong and flexible. It should be strong, but it's more important for it to be flexible. There will be a lot of injuries if you don't have a flexible spine. As you know, the babies are born with the most flexible spine, but as we age, with our lifestyle changes and with sometimes sedentary lifestyle, we just make our spine more and more rigid. Like sitting down at a desk for an extended period of time. And a lot of times, as you notice yourself, in the morning, you'll be like, oh, straight, sitting straight. But as the day progresses, you'll start like hunching more and more and more. So that's why this is very, very important to do this spinal exercises, spinal strengthening and adding flexibility to the spine, so you won't get any injuries. And spine is like, it's one of the most important things in yoga. A lot of the asanas that we do are involving spine, bending it back, forth, side to side. So we do that all the time anyway. So we'll just add a little more twist to the workout today, to the yoga asanas today. Let's all come with our hands folded at the heart center. Observe your breathing. Inhale in fresh energy. Exhale out any fatigue or any tension that you had during the day. Really push it away as you exhale. Let us take 3 slow breaths. As you breathe, make a sankalpa or a pledge to yourself that this next hour, your body, mind, and intellect, you're going to be trying to keep it on the mat as much as possible. Your mind is going to wander off. Of course, it's always looking for other pleasures all the time. Try to bring it back. Just tell it, hey, we're going to stay on the mat today. So let's go ahead, get our class started with 3 Om chants and our opening prayer. Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Feel the resonance and the energy from the Om chants and the opening prayers, making yourself rooted to the mat, relaxing your body to get into the asana practice today. Let's go to the mat and we'll get started. Hope you all can see me, hear me well. All right, so let's go ahead, start our breathing exercises. Take your hands, clasp them under your belly, and look into the emptiness of the palms. As you do this, scan your body from head to toe. See if you can have your big toes touching. Make your legs straight. Make your spine tall and straight. Roll your shoulders back. And look into the emptiness of the palms. Let that emptiness represent your emptying mind. Let the thoughts come and go. Let them just flow in and out. Let's go ahead with our breathing exercises. Inhale up. Look up, straighten. Exhale down. Inhale up. Look up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Straighten. Exhale down. You will notice how the breathing exercise also, we are really working on the spine. Inhale up. Now go to the right as you exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale to the left. Continue 2 more times. Do it slowly. We are in the breathing exercises right now. So we do it very, very slowly. Trying to remove any knots you have throughout your body for the prana to flow freely. Now aside. Now go press your hands again on the top. And now come. Take your palms behind you, clasp them behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open up the heart. Remember, that's what we did the first 2 weeks, opening up our heart. Now inhale into your arms as they try to push to the floor. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now exhaling, take your chin, leading from the chin, bring your nose to the knees and hang here. The hands are pushing forward. Imagine that your spine is getting taller, longer as you do this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Down, up, and down. And take your palms to the floor with the bent knee. Wherever your palms can go, doesn't matter where they go. Now slowly straighten yourself up. Grab your elbows to the floor. Remove any tension in your neck. Move your neck back and forth, side to side. Now take your trunk to the right. Again, we are twisting to the left, to the right, left. One more time. Now drop your hands back. Now with the bent knee, slowly take both the palms to the top. Come straight like a pencil. No bends anywhere. You're as tall as you can be. Now take those folded arms behind you. Fingertips are touching the spine. Now inhale into your arms. Exhale back into Namaskara Mudra. Now stand in Shithila Tadasana and feel any tingling, any kind of sensation in your spine or anywhere for that matter. The spine is made of vertebrae. Okay, so there are vertebrae one after the other. And then what it is like the nerves are inside those vertebrae. So the vertebrae are like this. So basically what happens is when we are squishing ourselves and when we are sitting like slouching, when we don't have a spine straight, so we are basically creating, we are making that the room between two vertebrae smaller and smaller. So they're literally crushing on each other. Okay, so what we are trying to do is like, and then remember there is a nerve in this vertebrae, right? So the spinal nerve is inside, very nicely protected there. But as you start like squishing and as you make them, tighter and tighter, you're going to just start feeling the pain of the nerve also, because that's why you get nerve pinch. Like a lot of these cervical pains are because of that. So what we're trying to do is like basically move them where they're supposed to be. Okay, creating room between the two vertebrae. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do by extending the spine, trying to extend the spine. It's not even extending the spine, trying to get it back to what it used to be, what it should be. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do our loosening exercises. And I want you to watch what any kind of feelings at all you are feeling. So this is anatomically there is nerves, but then also like like our nadis that we talk about, Ida and Pingala, those are there too. Those are the energy cycles. So when we're squishing them, we're basically like creating tension on those energy cycles, energy nadis, the energy channels. So that's the whole reason we just make sure that our spine is as tall, as loose, as flexible as can be, because we don't want to abrupt anything and change anything in our energy channels, because those are what are vital energy, that's sort of the energy has to move very freely through those channels. Okay, so let's go ahead into our loosening exercises. The 4 steps we do: back and forth, side to side, twist, and then one more twist as we stand up. Okay, so legs, feet about shoulder width apart. Let's go into up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. 10 up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now go ahead, spread your feet a little bit wider out of the outer edge, parallel to the ground. Take your hands up. Remember, always take up and take back. Now going to side bending. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so or the normal breathing. 10 of these. Feel that spine bending too. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now see if you can spread your feet a little bit wider, if you can. Otherwise, it's fine. And then take your hands up and come forward bend. Okay, so now we're going to go add a twist to it. We're going to try to touch the opposite toes, but it's not necessary wherever your hand goes. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Slowly come back up. And go ahead, bring your feet again, shoulder width apart. Now hands at the heart center, both the palms pressing down. We're going to twists. Okay. Go ahead. Relax and Shithila Tadasana. And observe the changes in your body. Your heart rate is going to go up when you do the loosening because we are trying to warm up our body for the rest of the practice. That's totally fine. That's okay. Now come to the mat for cat and cow. Hands down, the palms are, the wrists are under your shoulder, the knees are under your hips. That's going to inhale, exhale. Okay, Marjorie Asana. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, press your belly button to the spine. Consciously move your spine in and out. 5 of these. Last one. Go ahead, take your right foot outside, straight up, left foot straight. Look at the left palm. You can stay here if you want to, but if you want a little bit more challenge, let's go into variation where you're bringing your knee to the elbow. The spine movement stays the same. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it here. Bring it down. Let's go ahead into other side. Left leg out, straight out. Right palm out. Look at the right palm. Now go into variation. Again, spine is moving back and forth, how we were doing before. Hold it here. Bring it down. Now sit in Vajrasana. When you sit in Vajrasana, I want you to take your shoulders out. Remember what we learned the first 2 weeks. Open up your heart. Okay, so we're going to go into our plank. So 30 seconds straight plank and about 5-6 seconds on the side plank. I know I go a little bit over, but that's okay. You know, we're all trying to challenge our bodies. Okay, so let's all come into beautiful, beautiful plank first. You can always go into the variation where you bring your knees down, feet up. Okay, but try to start with a good plank. Okay, the time starts now. All right. So as I was talking about, you know, like why the twisting is so important. You know, think about it. You know, like whole day, most of the day, we are not in the greatest place how we should be at all. Most of the times, our spine tends to be like a question mark. You know, think about the question mark, how that is. And instead, what we are trying to make is like make our spine into an exclamation. Okay, so there you go, done. 30 seconds. Switch to side plank or the Vasishthasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use the variation where you get your feet in the front. That's absolutely no problem. Slowly you can try to stack your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bring it back into plank. Stay with me. Stay with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knees down. Go into Balasana or the child pose. And slowly bring your hands back and roll them back. We're going to extend our loosening exercises more. We're going to add a little bit of twists, warm up our spine a little bit more. Okay, so let's all come into a lunge. Okay, so bring your knee to the front and let's go with warm up the knees first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it in the front, hold it as much as you can. Now I want you to bring your both the hands here. Remember how we are twisting like on the when we are standing up? We're going to do the same thing here. 1, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 4 of them. Bring it back again. Hold it here. Bring it back. Switch. Again, go back and forth. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it and take your hands. We're going to do the same thing. Another 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back here. And bring it back. Now I want you to go ahead come into sitting position. As I mentioned, like we're going to do quite a few of these twistings as part of our warm up, and then we're going to do some more asanas also. Okay, so let's go ahead and do something called as Bhu Namanasana. We may have done this in the past, but if we haven't, it's always good time to learn. So everybody come into Shithila Dandasana. Okay, that is a relaxing pose for the sitting position. Basically, your legs are side hanging out, your palms are behind you. Okay. Let's get into Sthiti, where we say toes are pressing towards, pointing towards you, and your back is as straight as can be. Like it's called a Dandasana. Danda means literally a stick, okay, like a stick. Now what I want you to do is like take your hands, both the palms, to the right hand side and get your nose, if you can, to the ground. 1. Bhu Namanasana, doing namaskara to the Mother Earth. 1, 2. You may hear the clicking sounds in your back. It's okay. You don't have to go all the way down. Wherever you can go. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Bring it back. Relax in Shithila Dandasana. Always when we do any of these warm-ups, so we just take a break and breathe and see the changes, observe the changes. Next, we're going to do something called as Tiryak Bhujangasana. Tiryak means basically twisted Bhujangasana. Okay, we already know what Bhujangasana looks like. We're going to get into Bhujangasana first. Let's all come lying onto our mat in Makarasana. Supine position. Take both the palms under your shoulders. Chin on the ground. Now slowly lift your head and chest. Hands are pressing to the ground, and then go look at the right shoulder, left shoulder, right and left. Continue. Right left, right, left, last one, right and left. Come back into Makarasana. All right, so I'll come into sitting and slowly make yourself back into standing for our Surya Namaskar practice. Come to the front of the mat and we're going to do our sets of Surya Namaskar. Body is nicely warmed up. Even Surya Namaskar itself, is a set of asanas, sequence of set of asanas. And as you notice, it's all about spine going back and forth, side. It's all about that in Surya Namaskar. Imagine the beautiful sunrise. For Meena ji, she really may have to be, she can probably see the sunrise too in India. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapihitam Mukham Tatvam Pushanna Pavranu Satyadharmaya Drishtaye. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaya Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Marichaya Namaha. Om Adityaya Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkaya Namaha. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Inhale, exhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaya Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Marichaya Namaha. Om Adityaya Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkaya Namaha. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Next 3 sets on your own. I'll be counting, but you can just go on your own. 3 sets, 2 sets, whatever you feel like doing. Okay, just so that our body is nicely loosened up. Ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, सप्त, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, सप्त, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, द्वादश. Inhale, exhale here. Ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, सप्त, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, सप्त, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, द्वादश. Last set. I'm not going to count. During the Surya Namaskar, we usually inhale more than we are exhaling. So let's do a Mukha Dhoti, where we try to forcefully exhale out every bit of air we have in our body. Exhale out from your stomach. Anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 to get rid of all that. And you will notice that your breathing has come back to normal more quickly. Let's all go to the left side of the mat. We're going to do a Trikonasana, the triangle pose we have practiced many times before, but we're going to do something called as a little variation to the Trikonasana, which is called as Parivratta Trikonasana, basically twisted triangle, a triangle and a twisted triangle. Okay, it's not too bad at all, so we can just go ahead and follow along. So let's all come to the left hand side of the mat. We're going to practice the right hand side first, and then we'll come back to the left hand. All right, so spread your feet wide. Remember, take your hands up, back. Always think about opening up your heart area. Okay, take the right foot to the right, point to the right. Now pretend that somebody is pulling you on the right side. Okay, and now drop your palm to the floor, and you're looking at the left palm that is on the top. Doesn't matter where the right palm goes. It can go to the floor. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Eventually it will get it. No bend anywhere, and you are feeling it in your lower legs. Now to make it twisted, we're going to do Parivratta Trikonasana, twisted triangle. We're going to take our left foot and join it with the right, and slowly take it to the back side, like almost at the heel on the other side, heel or back at the other side of the leg, and right hand goes on the top. Okay, you feel the twist in your spine. Look at the right hand that's raised. Parivratta Trikonasana. 5 breaths into your spine. That's nicely twisted here. Slowly bring both the palms to the leg and come back up. Straighten your right foot. Take your hands down. With a slight bend in your right knee, bring it together, the left. Hope you all were able to do this. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask me. Here to help you. Now stand in Shithila Tadasana and feel the tingling. Feel any kind of sensation in your lower legs, in your spine, because you twisted it quite a bit when you're doing the Parivratta Trikonasana. Let's move to the right hand side of the mat. We're going to do the same thing on the left hand side. Okay. Now go ahead, spread your feet as wide as you can. Don't go too wide here because, especially when you're doing the twisted triangle, you can lose your balance. Okay. So go a little bit less than what you usually do, because once you get used to it, then you can make it as wide as you can. Take your hands up, back again. Now take your left foot to point to the left hand side, and somebody is pulling you on the left hand side now, and slowly drop that palm to the floor, and the right palm goes up. Look at the right palm. 5 breaths in the regular triangle pose or the Trikonasana. Now slowly bring the right palm with the left palm. Take the left palm outside on the other side of the foot, and the left palm goes up. Parivritta Trikonasana on the left hand side. The more you take this back, the more twist you'll feel in your spine. Slowly come back, both the palms up together, and slowly come back. Up. Straighten your left foot, and with a bend in your left knee, bring it together. Again, stand in Shithila Tadasana. Now let's go ahead, kind of stretch, or we just have twisted it. We want to just go ahead, stretch it also. So let's go ahead, practice a balancing asana called as Natarajasana. Okay, it's a dancer. So when Shiva was doing the Tandava, so that's when he was called as Nataraja. He had all those poses, dance poses, as you have seen. The Nataraja statues always have these dance poses of Lord Shiva. So let's go ahead, try to practice Natarajasana. So Natarajasana definitely requires a focus. Okay, you need to find a point where you're going to be focusing during this asana. Okay, now first of all, see if you can grab hold of your right knee from your right palm. Okay, and now slowly take your left palm forward as you try to bend forward. Okay, I'm going to lose my balance. So go ahead, try to do this. Slowly come back up. Take it. Don't worry about it. It's kind of not very easy to do because you will feel like losing the balance. So if you want, what you could do is like hold on to a wall to begin with. Okay, but don't get dependent on the wall, because once you start holding onto the wall, then your body pretty much says, hey, like depend on the wall. Like if you really have to hold onto the wall, feel free, because you don't want to fall down. But if you don't have to, if you can focus on a spot, go ahead, do that. Now we'll switch the legs. You're gonna go ahead, the other side. Grab the left ankle. And now go ahead. Right thumb goes forward and stay at a point. Slowly come back. Shake your legs. Okay, so next we're going to practice one more, and this can be, if your knees hurt here, you can just avoid this one, or don't go too low. Okay, so this is called as like a chair pose or Utkatasana. Okay, so we're going to do Utkatasana and try to do a twisting in the Utkatasana. Okay, Parivritta Utkatasana again. Okay, so the Utkatasana itself is like basically bending your knees. Pretend that there is a chair. Okay, so I'm going to pretend to sit on a chair. There is not really a chair. So you can have your feet apart. Okay, that maybe makes it easier. And try to sit on the chair and try to see if you can take your hands up. Okay, wherever you can go. And now to add a twist to it, all you're going to do is 1, just looking on the side. Now, fourth one, I want you to hold it here. 1, 2, 3, come back, the other side, 1, 2, 3. Slowly come back up. Shake your legs. Now let's come back into sitting position. And we're going to do some practice, something called as like a vakrasana. Okay. So vakra means twisted, just basically a twisted pose. So we're going to again twist our spine. Get ready to do that. So everybody come into first Shithila Dandasana. Remember we practiced this. The feet are on the side, palms are behind you, chest is expanded. Relax here for about 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, now come into Sthiti Dandasana. As soon as I meant Sthiti, so this again, with the Dandasana itself is a very active pose. Make sure that your spine is as straight can be. The toes are pointing towards you. Now what I want you to do is like we're going to start on the right leg. Take the right foot and put it outside the left thigh. Hope you all can see me. So basically all I did is like took my right foot, and put it outside the left knee. Now hug your knee first. Feel that stretch in your glutes. Now take the right palm behind you, as behind as possible. And the left palm, left elbow tries to push the right knee away. Okay, so it's basically like that. Vakrasana or the twisted pose. And you're looking at your right shoulder. Once you're here, feel that twist in your spine. If you go back, if you go more with your right palm, then you'll feel more and more stretch. Lift your left palm, put it with the right, and relax your leg. Shake both of them. And come in Shithila Dandasana, relax. Now go ahead, the other side. Sthiti first. And take the left foot, bring it outside the right thigh. Again, try to hug your knee. Hug your knee as close to your body as possible. Now take the right elbow, goes and pushes the left knee. And the left palm goes behind you, and you are looking at the left shoulder. Now breathe. Your stomach is all twisted, so you can only do thoracic breathing here. Five long breaths into your middle of the lungs. Now take the right palm, put it back with the left. Take your leg and shake it. All right, we're going to do a supine, or actually prone, one, relax, and then we're going to a relaxing pose. Come on, everybody, come into Shavasana. We're going to do something called like a lumbar stretch, where we kind of twist the spine, but it's actually more relaxing too. Now go ahead, see if you can bring your feet as close to your bottoms as possible. First, try to bring them very close. Okay. And spread both of your arms on the side. Now what I want you to do is like drop both the knees to the right hand side. Okay. So if your left knee is not getting stacked up on the right, you can take your right hand and press it down. So I want you to feel that twist in your spine as you look at your left palm. Breathe into your spine where it's getting twisted. Now lift it up and drop them to the left hand side. Lift it up. We're going to do it a few times to stretch our spine. Drop, back, drop to the left. Back to the right. Back to the left. Back to the right. Now hold it here. 3 breaths. This should actually be very, very relaxing. This actually is very, very good if you're having any insomnia problem in the middle of the night. You know, like you just say that your nerves are not calmed down. This actually really, really helps with that a lot. Other side. Bring it back. Now let's go ahead. Really, really relax the spine, relax everything by doing this Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Take both of your the 2 fingers and wrap them around your big toe. Okay, remember how the babies are so flexible, they can actually bring their toe into their mouth. Think about that, the Krishna's picture where he's sleeping on that banyan leaf. And now what I want to do is like, go ahead, take them, press it, and then go ahead, do that. Try to straighten your legs. You don't have to straighten it all the way, wherever you can. And now I want you to go ahead, roll back and forth like a baby. Nice massage to that spine, which has twisted, which has stretched. Just press it nicely back and forth. Now go ahead, hug your knees to your body. And again, do a massage. Massage it back and forth. Now go ahead, spread your feet and come into Shavasana. The corpse pose, we're gonna go relax. Good job, guys. You deserve a nice yoga nidra. Every breath you inhale, try to relax, and exhalation makes it more and more relaxing. Let us practice IRT, instant relaxation technique. Listen to my instructions and follow along. Let's go ahead, tighten the toes, tighten the kneecap, tighten the ankles, tighten the heels, tighten the kneecaps, tighten the upper legs, tighten the glutes. Inhale and tighten your stomach. Tighten your wrist, tighten your shoulders, tighten your chest, tighten all your face muscles, tighten, 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 and relax. Slowly start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, move your head back and forth. Take your right palm along the ground and come lying on the right hand side of the mat. Come sitting down. Keep your eyes closed as much as you can during the pranayama practice. It's actually the best time to do pranayama is when your body is very relaxed. We're going to practice our normal, the 2 sets of pranayamas. So you all know the Nadi Shodhana. We're going to use our left palm in Chin Mudra and the right palm we're going to do Nasika Mudra. So these 2 fingers are folded and the other 2 we're going to use thumb and the ring finger to alternately close the nostrils. Let's do anywhere from 5 to 6. Okay, so I'll tell you when to stop the practice. We inhale from the left, exhale from the right, inhale from the right, exhale from the left. Let's get started. Feel how the changes are in your each of the nostrils. The two nostrils are the ones who represent the Ida and Pingala nadis that we talked about. Let us practice Brahmari Pranayama, humming bee pranayama. You can adapt the Shambhavi Mudra, Shanmukhi Mudra if you want to know. Otherwise, just the hands on your knees are fine as well. Close your earlobes and you inhale, and as you exhale, make a hum sound. Okay. Inhale. Stop the practice after you exhale. Feel the resonance from the humming bee, Brahmari Pranayama in your head area. Manobuddhi ahankar चित्तानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. Hands at the heart center. Let us conclude the class with closing prayers. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms, generate some heat, cup it on your eyes for simple palming. Rub your palms again, generate the heat and put it on your body. Be grateful to your body because it cooperated with you for this 1 hour. Thank you all. I'll see you again next week.